I've lived in sunny Southwest Florida my entire life. I'm a big beach girl. I love being outside. And after 31 years, I figured it was time to get checked for skin cancer. So in today's Your Healthy Family, I'm taking you with me so you can see what it's like and what happens if a doctor finds something suspicious. I walked into Hauk Dermatology in Estero to get my skin check.
I'll show you guys the middle portion in a second.
Not really knowing what to expect. I've never had one before, so I'm excited to see kind of what the process entails. A little nervous, but I think it's gonna be okay. Dr. Gregory Hauk says first,
is there anything that you are concerned about, or anything that bothers you, or anything that's been changing?
So I actually, for as long as I can remember, I've had this mole on my arm, and I've had it looked at by a dermatologist before. That was in 2019, and at that time, the dermatologist just told me to keep an eye on it and see if it grows. Here it is now, definitely bigger. I've noticed it's changed shape a little bit.
Okay.
So to me, if I had to pick one spot on my body that's of a concern, it would be that mole right there.
Absolutely. So, and this has been changing over maybe the last few weeks or months or years. Okay. Any other symptoms? Any other
no pain.
Itching, tender, bleeding?
Nope.
The edges are a little bit irregular.
Yep.
The borders are jagged. Okay. What about the color? Because you have a little bit of color variation.
Yes.
There's some light and darker pigment.
Right.
So we'll come back to that.
Perfect.
But let me look you over, and we'll just kind of start up here. I'm going to mess your hair up a little bit.
That's okay.
We do see skin cancers in the scalp area. And so it's always good to check.
Absolutely. Well, I'm definitely a hat wearer at the beach.
It's a lot easier to wear a hat than if you have a lot of hair. It's going to be difficult to put sunscreen on here.
For sure. He says moles that are uniform or look similar to every other mole on my body aren't a concern.
That's what we want.
It's the ones that look unique.
A lot of benign appearing nevi and lentigo. I think possibly we'll consider a biopsy on this nevus and rule out any atypia. Why don't I have you stand? I'll look at your back.
An area that's tough to see on your own.
You have a few what are called angiomas, which are those little red spots, all right? And those are benign, very common. We call those maturity spots. But you only have a couple.
I'll take the compliment. Now, he asked if I had a history of skin cancer, to which I said no. He then checked the back of my legs, another hard-to-reach area.
Come up on the big table one more time.
And had me sit back down to check the front.
See, I think overall you're doing very well.
But going back to that spot on my arm,
that's something we ought to consider doing a test on.
Okay.
So what that would entail is we would clean the area, I would numb the area, and I would do what's called a shave biopsy. And he did the biopsy right there on the spot. So coming up in tomorrow's Your Healthy Family, I'll show you what that process looks like, and I'll let you know the results. For Your Healthy Family, I'm Lisa Greenberg.